Funny thing is, this is actually my death row meal because you can cook anything in it. Corn-fed duck, here we go. What I really want to talk about is a master stock, which is essentially like an aromatized stock that you can use to poach and braise any meat. Something that I have in my freezer all the time, and we use it here at the restaurant. And I want to kind of just show its versatility with braising a corn-fed duck today. Our master stock is really simple: ginger, spring onion, star anise, cinnamon, and soy sauces. So we have light soy and dark soy. Growing up in Southeast Asia, this is a dish that you enjoy in the wintertime or even in the summertime. I'm starting this master stock off fresh. We have dark soy and light soy, and then we have some star anise, cinnamon, ginger, and spring onions. And then to boost the flavor, I've got Aurum's cockerel stock. It's been slow cooked for 9 hours. You can see that's like densely gelatinous while it's cold. Delicious. So Aurum's corn-fed duck. This is just to make it easier to carve. So I'm gonna cut the head off at the neck here, cut the wingtips off. And I'm actually just gonna throw this into the master stock because all of this will add to the flavor of it. So what we wanna do is we want to put the duck in, but have it so the legs and breasts are kind of facing down. I like dunking it a couple times because what happens is the stock goes into the cavity. It doesn't create like an air bubble that floats it too much. So how we want it is the breast side down. And then we're gonna lower the heat and simmer this for 45 minutes with the lid on. So that's been 45 minutes now, simmering, lid on. As you can see, it's nicely burnished. I cut both the legs off first, right? And you can see where the leg and breast is joined. There's like a natural fold here, and that's basically the lines that we're gonna follow. So it's just enough of an incision to separate the leg from the breast. And we're gonna keep in that gap, and it's telling you, right, we want to keep on that line. So just keep, once you see that little bulge of bone, it means that it can come off. You can basically pull that off. The duck has got like a natural line down the middle to separate the left breast and the right breast. So you just want to put your knife down the middle of the duck. So what you want to do is just cut all the way down until you hit the bone. There's two thin bones here that's going to give you resistance. So you just want to stay on top of that. What that barrier is here is this little drumette. So you want to stay on top of that and just open it up, take your time. And I'm going to take all of that skin with me. And that's the breast out. There's like a little V-shaped bone, upside down V, and we want to stay on the top of that. That's the shape of the bone is giving me a barrier there, and I'm just doing the same, cutting straight down here, lift it up, and you can see that's the other drum neck bone here. So we want to stay in, cut over that bulge. And essentially you can pull that off. Keep the knife kind of parallel and take the little drumstick off and the little drumstick off. What you can do is you keep this carcass, put it back in the master stock and boil it for another kind of 45 minutes just to add more flavor. So I've got the duck leg here. What I like to do is think of it as like a diamond and then aim down here and then commit to it, right? And 9 times out of 10 I get the joint, which is nice. So this is the duck thigh, which is like a chicken thigh. So there's one bone that runs down the middle of that. And how you know it's where it is there's a bulby bit on one side and then there's like a white cartilage bit on the other side. You want to cut just on both sides of it and you should be able to pinch it out. This is not essential. I just like it because it means that most of the duck becomes boneless. And this is just to moisten the meat, make it look super shiny. I'm gonna garnish it with a little bit of coriander. And then I've made basically like a dipping sauce that's vinegar, garlic, and some chili, just so that it cuts through that richness of the duck. This is my Master Stock-Braised Aurum corn-fed duck. I love this dish because it's got all the flavor profiles that I really enjoy, which is cinnamon, star anise, and that kind of earthy, Chinese spice with this amazing quality duck, a little bit rich. It's very easy to do, and a master stock is a must-have in my kitchen, so highly recommend.